For all like the people with New Year's resolutions, I just wanted to give a little tip of something that I've tried. I've also had clients do this and they've had a lot of success. Is a 3 by 3 by 3. All right. So if it's something you don't initially like or initially have drive for, but you know you need to do it, like for me it was reading. I was not a big reader. I didn't really enjoy reading, and now I actually really like reading, especially because I've done it enough. I've picked up on things throughout the way, or along the way, that I realize that there are some things I enjoy reading because I like to learn those things. Another thing is I like audiobooks and stuff like that, but I did the 3 by 3 by 3 method that I use with clients for fitness, because fitness isn't something you initially like because there's not initially a result. So the result in fitness comes on slow. It's probably about 3 weeks before you even really see anything. So the 3 by 3 by 3 method here is that you start off with 3 days. And so after 3 days, that's an accomplishment for you. You've done something. So make sure you feel like you've done something, right? And then if you make it 3 days, then you try and go for 3 weeks. You do that same thing, whatever program you're set up with. You do the same fitness thing for 3 weeks. And then, after you get the 3 weeks done, then you go for 3 months. And at the end of this, just kind of give yourself like a really good mental pat on the back, you know? If you have a support system, which I definitely recommend getting, I think that's one of the reasons that the gym that I train at does so well, is because there's a huge support system there already. We put like this 3 by 3 by 3, whatever your goals are for that, you put up on the board, and so people see that, and when they see that you got it done, they're like, yeah, good job, you know, and that feels good, you know, so it keeps you going. It's a result. It might not be the result of like really losing weight, but it's getting that fitness thing done every day. So say you do it for 2 days and you don't make that 3rd day, that means you have to start over. So you start over your 3, right? Or you make it the 3 days, but you can't make it the 3 weeks, then you start over back at day 1. So it's a 3 days, then you try for 3 weeks, and then you try for 3 months in a row, doing that fitness thing. And whatever it is that you pick, say it might not be going to the gym every day, but it might be doing some type of workout every day. Whether that's taking, you know, a half an hour out of your day to go to the gym and work out, or taking a half an hour out of your day and going for a walk, or doing some type of activity. That could be playing with your kids, like, you know, actually getting up and moving around and playing with your kids and getting your heart rate up and really doing something for that time. So this is something that I would encourage you to do. It's helped me out, and it's helped a lot of the clients that I have out to keep going. One of my meals today, I have 2. Yeah, they're good. So one of the things I want to talk about with my diet and my nutrition is that a lot of the food that I eat's really good. Like some of it's rice bowls, you know, like chicken, beans, lentils, some cheese or fat-free cheese. Sometimes I do rice bowls with beef. I do a lot of like this, like tacos, burgers, and my thought process on nutrition is, why are people overweight, right? Because food tastes good, right? Why are people, the people that aren't overweight, why are they not overweight? Or why have the people that have lost weight and sustained it for a really long time, why are they there? Because they have found a way to make healthy food taste good. You know, so if you're going on like something with shakes and pills and all this stuff, eventually that's just monotonous and it's boring and it starts to not taste good. And so when you're going into this new year, a good tip would be find healthy, good tasting recipes. I wouldn't just go on like a normal diet plan or shakes and pills and all this other stuff, or try and outwork your bad diet or whatever it might be. So the two biggest things are your portion sizes. You know, you need to be eating enough, right? And so when you talk about calories, you could take your lean body mass times 10, and that's right around where your caloric intake should be. And then find really good tasting recipes that are really healthy. Like this, it's taco meat. Instead of sour cream, I use Greek yogurt, just plain Greek yogurt, because it tastes about the same. You know, mix some peppers and stuff up in there, and it's like really, really good. So you got to find food that tastes good when you're losing weight to actually sustain it for a really long time. I'm going to finish this, my BCAAs, get my workout done. So I really hope that you guys are enjoying the tips that I'm giving you each day to kind of keep your New Year's resolutions, understand why traditional diet plans don't work and why a lot of people fall off of them and gain the weight back because it's not a sustainable lifestyle. So today I have a push day. I had to run through it really quick, but I will explain the workout to you. So the first thing I have is bench press. Now, when you're doing bench press or any type of these pressing movements, be conscious of where you're touching your chest, come down touching, and then when you press up, be conscious of the weight being balanced with your shoulders or a little bit higher where it's balanced with your lats. You'll know when you press it up and you can kind of feel it. And then I have incline dumbbell presses. So with these, I'm focused on when I bring them down, I'm actually squeezing my lats back really hard. And then when I'm pressing up, I'm letting my shoulders rise just a little bit. I've felt that kind of helps me target that upper pec just a little bit more, the upper portion of the pec major, just a little bit more. And then my shoulders also don't get as sore when I'm focused on pulling with my lats when I'm coming down rather than just letting the weight lower. Every once in a while, I'll do these neutral grip or turn the dumbbells at a 45-degree angle. And then also on these are tempo. So as you can see, I'm pausing at the top, pausing at the bottom, and taking about 3 seconds through the duration of the rep. And then next, I have dips. So these are ring dips, and I'm making sure, or trying to make sure, that my shoulders come below my elbows. I'm squeezing my traps, so I'm squeezing my shoulders back, letting my chest fall. And then when I press up to the top, I'm trying to separate my shoulder blades as much as possible. And if you look at the anatomy of the pec minor, you're going to see that it goes from your shoulder and then it kind of connects to your ribs, but its purpose is to pull your shoulder from really high and then down towards your hips, like the front of your hips. So that's what we're trying to do here. And then the last movement of my press day, I'm doing some overhead presses. So this is 135, that doesn't really matter. But here, I'm trying to keep my elbows in front of the bar. When I come down, I'm squeezing my lats back, my shoulder blades together. And then when I press up, I'm trying to get my serratus in there. So if you look at the anatomy again of the serratus, as you press, you're going to see that it pulls your shoulder blade from the center of your back away, and it's going to help your shoulder rotate just a little bit better. Post-workout, I have 50 grams of blackberries. It's going to be delicious. I'm going to be making a quick, high-protein snack. It's healthy. So I weigh everything out because I follow macros, but if you're just looking for something healthy, you can just do it by taste. So right here I have 200 grams of strawberries. I have 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt, and then I'm going to take some protein and put it in here. This is fruit flavored protein. That's what I use to flavor it, and I use a lot of my proteins to flavor things. You can get fruit flavored protein in one brand like that tastes horrible, and then get it in a different brand that tastes really good. So if you want recommendations for protein, that brand proteins that taste really good, just comment and I'll let you know. Or you can use like these little flavoring packets that you use in drink mix. You can get like strawberry or fruit punch or whatever you want. You can put that in there and it flavors it too. The problem with yogurts that are flavored already is they usually have a lot of sugar or more carbs than you would really want. So the 0 calorie stuff is kind of nice when you're losing weight. And then we mix this up first. If you put the strawberries in, it won't really mix up very well. And this Greek yogurt's really going to take on whatever taste that you put in it, especially if you use one of these drink packets, like the Crystal Light drink packets. Mixed up, like so. You take your strawberries, just throw them in here. And bam, it's like a nice little fruit snack. So this is a really healthy, easy way to get good nutrition into your body that tastes good. Like I've said before in some videos, that the reason people are really overweight is because food tastes good. And so to be a good, healthy body fat percentage, a healthy weight, you need to make healthy food that tastes good. You can't just go on a diet and eat food that doesn't taste good and try and sustain that for a lifetime. So this is for longevity, all right? Catch you later. Did you poop?
No. Are you sure? Come here.
Can we check?
Let Mommy check your diaper.
No.
Please? Why are you crying, Goose?
No.
Can we check? Let Mommy check.
Let's see what's in here. Poops.
You did poop.
I knew it.
Yes.
Why were you saying no?
Come on.
No.
Emmett, did you poop?
No.
But we just saw you pooped.
I just checked and there's poops in there. You just admitted there was poops in there.
You just said there was poops.
Pew.
Pew, yeah. Pew is right.
Come here.
You push.